My name is Matthew MacKay, and we've had the solar here for probably 4 years, I would say. We looked at a couple of companies, and I tend to over-research things as opposed to under-research. So I deep dived into all the companies, and Sunly by far had the most positive reviews. They were the easiest to answer my questions and get back to me in contact. And while I had good reviews from many of the companies, Sunly had overwhelmingly good reviews. And I just felt they would give me the best service. Definitely the customer service back and forth. And also too, I know a solar person that works for the provincial government, and bouncing ideas and questions off him. He had worked with Sunly when he was taking this solar energy course at Holland College and said they were a wonderful company to work for. So it encouraged me to go with them. And then in this modern internet age, we can deep dive and find every negative comment about anything. And Sunly looked really good. Everybody seemed to give them glowing reports, so I felt quite confident in going with them. A couple of things. I wanted to use some renewable energy to make things a little easier on my carbon footprint, for want of a better word. Ideally, I would have done this when I was 30, because it's a no-brainer to do it as a young person starting out. It pays for itself so quickly. You see the results instantly. Now I'm 70 years old. My doing it, looking at the 15-year payback, economically it didn't make as much sense, but from an environmental standpoint, it made a lot of sense. And it's a way to lessen my impact on the grid. I'm not that green a person, but there's so many things we can do that can make a small difference in a small way, and this was one of them. If I was 30 years old, the economics would have been the main selling feature of going solar. That and the fact that it's nothing I need to work on and maintain, it runs itself, and I'm not out there tinkering with it every day, planting trees to harvest in 10 years or whatever. So it was a no-brainer. It makes sense on every level. Our house is designed in such a way that we use passive solar anyway. But with the solar panels that we have now, I find that I gear my life. In the past, I would say, well, it's Tuesday morning, I'm going to do a load of wash. Whereas now I go, well, it's Tuesday morning, but it's cloudy out. If I wait till Wednesday, I can do it for free. I'll wash my sheets today because tomorrow the sunshine will pay to wash them, and I'll hang them on the line. So I'm much more aware of that. I don't think I'm using any more or less as far as my actual use of energy, but I'm more aware of how I get that energy to use. But when I first got the solar, I was glued to my phone saying, okay, I'm getting this percentage, I'm getting this. And now I don't, because I'm so in tune with it. I just automatically will say, well, today would have been a good day to wash. I'm an artsy person. So I'm terrible at anything mechanical or understanding any of the stuff. So I was quite apprehensive when we decided to look into the solar. I thought, I don't understand this at all. I don't know what they're doing. Talking with the Sunly folks, I found they were excellent to answer my questions. And more importantly, I would ask a question and the answer could be dumbed down for me to understand it. And one thing I really liked about Sunly, and it's a rarity on Prince Edward Island, is if your guys said they were going to be here Thursday morning at 10:21, they were here Thursday morning at 10:20. They were always here on time. They made a point when they arrived to come in, say hello, tell me what they were going to do it, and then show me what they did. Sunly was great. When those guys arrived, they just set me at ease. I felt quite comfortable and confident with the stuff. I'd make them coffee, I'd give them cookies. We're like buddies. It was great. All the paperwork that I had to do, I hate doing that stuff. And I was shepherded through it, I was walked through it, and if I had a question, And I was told, okay, you need to do this. Here's the form, fill it in. And it was great. They held my hand the whole process. You know, all I had to do was sign a few things and watch my solar panels work. My end goal was to reduce my impact on electrical use. As I said, I'm 70 years old. The money thing is not that big a deal at this stage, but we see around the world, there's brownouts, there's blackouts. If I can reduce my impact on our PEI power grid, that's a good thing to do. It's a positive thing to do. And I wanted to be able to never feel guilty about saying, well, I'm gonna do a load wash, or I'm gonna crank my stereo up to 14. Our power bills used to run about 120 to 140, depending. The trailer came with electric baseboard, which are horrifically hungry. So I've dropped that down to all I'm paying now, and all I've ever paid through the winter months or anything is that maritime electric hookup fee. So it's cut it down to nothing. I'm not paying anything for power. I'm just paying to be hooked up to the grid. And you know, if we buy your batteries down the road, I won't even be paying that. No, not at all. Yes, I would. I would. Even people my age, where the payback is not a crucial factor, I would recommend it as doing it for your own peace of mind and doing it to free up power for others. And for any young person, I would say that's the first thing you should do. When you're buying a house or building a house, plan to put that solar in. Get it in from day one. In 17 years or whatever, you won't even be 50, you'll have the thing paid for. And I know there'll be better systems coming out down the road, but you'll be generating power in that thing. In a heartbeat. I would not, and frankly, I shouldn't tell you this because I may need a hard bargain down the road, but like our next vehicle will be an electric vehicle. I know you guys don't sell the charger stations, but if you ever get into that, I'm not even gonna shop around anymore. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'll just go to you guys automatically next time. It was such a good experience, especially after the problems we had with the house. It was so refreshing and relaxing. I would say, what one word would sum it up? It basically has to cover the fact that it was like stress-free, it was well done work, it met exceeding my expectations, which is 3 words. I would say professional. Professional was what it was. I remember once everything was hooked up, we had to wait, it seemed like 10 years for Maritime Electric to hook us up, right? Which has nothing to do with you folks. And I know Maritime Electric was busy. It wasn't 10 years, it was like 2 weeks. But I was sitting here and I was waiting because I couldn't wait to be generating my own power. And in my heart, because of issues we had with the house build, I'm thinking, they're gonna throw that switch and nothing's gonna happen. And again, it was just painless, it was flawless, it flowed. The whole process just flowed naturally like a river down into the sea.